Good morning, y'all. So today, although it is nice and sunny and bright blue skies, it is really blustery. So today's Thursday of vacation week here in New Hampshire, and my daughter and I are headed up to Mount Morgan and Mt Percival. So yeah, last time we did this was 2019. So we're back at it. There was nobody in the parking lot, and I understand why, because the wind chill is probably about 20 something degrees. Anyway, let's get moving, stay warm, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Give you a little trail time here. Like I said, the wind is really ripping, so I might have to detach the audio and put in my own audio about the trail. But it's nice and sunny. It is cold because of that wind. I'm sure when we get to the top, it's going to be roaring. So we'll continue on. Talk to you soon. So as you can see, we got a dusting of snow last night. It's not a whole lot of anything, but still, here it is. Last week in April, going into May, and we're still getting snow. So it's kind of typical for New Hampshire. The trail's pretty wet. I'm not sure if you can see that in front of me, but let's do some rock hopping. It's always fun, right? One from the other. Anyways, I actually have two memories, one fond and one not so fond. So quite a few years ago, my wife and I came up here with another couple, Troy and Lynn, and we came up here for 4th of July. And we came up here at sunset, and we watched the fireworks over the lakes region. So there are different small towns along Lake Winnipesaukee, and you could watch the fireworks. It was really cool. The other memory is back in 2019 when I was here with my daughter Cameron, who's with me today, is when I truly realized that I was having issues with my heart. I'd hike about 50 yards and have a lot of pain in the center of my chest, and it would go away, and then I would hike again, it would come back, and I would stop and it would go away. And so that eventually led me to talking to quite a few people and saying, you need to get checked out. So I ended up getting checked out, going in for quadruple bypass, and then here I am today. So we're gonna keep on going on. Hopefully the wind's not destroying this audio, but we'll listen to it later on. Talk to you soon. Give you a little trail time as we continue to ascend. It's a steep little bugger, I tell you. It just keeps on coming at you. There's some level spots, but for the most part, you're continually going up and up and up. It's gotten a little bit more rocky, I've noticed. Keep pressing on. All right. Yeah, we're about 23 miles from the summit of Mount Morgan. But as you can see, the conditions of the trail changed drastically from the parking lot. Much more snow at this higher elevation. So hope there's not too much snow and ice on the ladder. But we'll take a look and see what's going on. Okay, stay with us. All right, so we've come to the famous Mount Morgan ladder. It's the shortcut to the top, but it's a little nervy, I'd say. But it's in the sun, and it looks like it's in good shape. So let's get up there. So once you get to the top of the ladder, the fun still continues as you kind of have to go through this tunnel. And I may have to put you down because I'm not sure I'll be able to squeeze through this. But yeah, so that's a little hole you end up squeezing up and through. And as you get to the top, you're rewarded with a beautiful view of Squam Lake. And then way back there, you can see Lake Misaki, but we still have to get a little higher. Turn you on there. All right, we just got done eating lunch, packing things up. Last look from Mount Morgan, and we're going to be heading over to Mt Percival. Man, is it beautiful. It's a little windy and chilly, nip in the air, no doubt, but it is a beautiful day. Blue skies, white puffy clouds. We're going to head on over. I'll take you out when I can. Technically, where we were was not the summit of Mount Morgan. This is actually the summit of Mount Morgan, but it's kind of in the trees, and you get a couple of views out and about. But we were at the kind of the ledgy area that overlooks the lakes region, which is basically where everyone goes to. This summit is not really conducive for anything other than being a summit. Anyways, that's it. We're gonna head over to Percival. Talk to you soon. Give you a little trail time between the two peaks. A little snowy and a little muddy. They got you going over a few obstacles, but nothing terrible. But I think I'm gonna have to put you down. Well, let's see, maybe not. All right. So we're still on our traverse over to Mount Percival. It's been a kind of mix of mud and snow and a lot of rock, slippery rock. So we're kind of taking our time. and it's very windy. A woman just came from the other direction, and she's already been to the top of Percival, and she said it was extremely windy up there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to videotape or just take pictures, but I'll decide when I get there. But, we should be there somewhat soon, and I'll turn you back on then. All right, talk to you. Bye. Okay, so we made it to the summit of Mount Percival. And I apologize if the wind is blowing out my audio. All right, man, another outstanding view of the Lakes region. We're gonna take a couple seconds and look around, and then we're gonna head on down. All right, talk to you later. So we decided to head down via the cave route. So you can either go the cliff route or the cave route. They all bring you back down to the parking lot. So we're on our way down. When I see something, I'll turn you back on. Well, we did take the cave route, but we ended up diverting a little bit because the cave was filled with ice and we were unable to squeeze by. Note to self that, or note to anyone who watches this video, if you're doing it early season, there's still a lot of ice in there, and the squeeze through is pretty difficult for a 240-pound man. So we basically came down that way up there, and the cave actually comes from that way. But we're back on trail and we're heading down, and if I see something on the way down, I'll turn you on. Talk to you soon. All right, that'll do it for today for Mount Morgan and Mt Percival. Beautiful day. It's actually still a little windy, but we're on the side of the mountain where it's not windy, so hopefully the audio is pretty good on this. It is a great hike, a little interesting as you got the ladder to climb up, and then you have the cliffs or the caves to do. We made a mistake of doing the caves because it was still pretty icy and wet, and we ended up exiting out of there and finding our own route out of there. Ended up back on the cliff trail. But all in all, what a great hike. Definitely a fun hike for the kids. They can basically a playground out here. So that'll do it. I do appreciate you watching, and catch me on my next adventure. Hi, Cameron.